Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to tell you guys about my weather observations in Newark, Delaware. I live in Pike Creek, Delaware, outside of Newark. Um, so when I went outside, I saw I felt the air to be pretty cold. So this wasn't too long ago. But I saw my dog's water bowl frozen over. So I was assuming it was probably below freezing, since it was, in the shade, and just completely frozen over. I mean, he has water inside, but his outside bowl, um, was frozen. And then I noticed also, um, well, I guess I assumed that that the air was pretty humid since it normally is. You know, Delaware's not too far from the coast. I also noticed there wasn't much wind, so I didn't hear the trees rattling or see any leaves blowing around in the air, to add to the cold. But it was definitely cold. So I guess based off of that, I was sort of guessing it probably isn't a low pressure system, because that would make it more windy. And then I looked up, and there's clouds. What appeared to be, I think, stratus clouds. I can still see them. And I would guess around 4,000 feet or so, which was about where I was thinking. And then the warm air. I guess I was assuming it's warm air coming through, bringing some humidity that was then being cooled up at altitude. And then I noticed that they were blowing from about west southwest, so they were coming up from there. So moving on, I saw, based off the current weather report at Newcastle Airport, ILG, they had METAR reporting winds from 230 at 10 knots. So that's about the southwest. Um, and pretty clear, visibility, overcast at 4,500. So I guess, my guess wasn't too far off, by about 500 feet, but that's okay. I'll take it. Temperature was 1 degree Celsius, so just above freezing, and then dew points -13 Celsius. So a little less humid than I would have thought. I'd say the humidity puts that more around, 30% or so. So it's farther off, but I guess I could have, if I guessed the clouds were higher, then I also could have guessed the humidity was lower too. Um, Pressure was 30.14 inches of mercury, so definitely higher, so a little bit higher than the standard day. So also wasn't too far off. Um, and then just the remarks, including the precipitation discriminator, sea level pressure, and temperature breakdown. But I don't think I would have guessed quite that exact. And then, included on the bottom left is a, prognostic chart, and there is there aren't too many isobars, so, um, I guess that was a pretty good guess. Not too many, uh, pressure changes, so not too windy. And then the state of Delaware is pinned in between two high pressure areas. So those are going to go down, out, and clockwise. Um, so if that was coming from, that wind was probably most likely coming from the high pressure system in Virginia. And then on the right, I included the, wind chart which is coming basically straight from that high pressure system. And you can see that the wind agrees um, with the METAR, so it's right between 10 to 20 or so, and then VFR. So the cloud coverage also reported around 4,500 too. So I didn't include that, but that's what that said. So thank you for watching.